Namaste, my friends, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac weather. My name is Christopher Witecki, your sensei to Sirius Joy. Thank you so much for showing up and trading light with me today. It is Thursday, September 11, 2014, and today manifestation rules the day. So when manifestation rules the day, Earth is the ruling planet, or because we live on Earth, you could say there's no ruling planet. It's when what we be is what comes. And that's the essence of the law of light casting, is what I call it, the law of light casting. What we be is what we come. And that's how we can modify our manifestation, is by modifying our own vibration. We modify how we feel inside, how we be. It will change what in fact comes. And on a manifestation day, just multiply this truth times 10. Now, interestingly enough, on September 11, 2001, in that tragedy that hit the United States, the morning was ruled by Mars. So the morning, where there was the plane crashes and all that, there was Mars ruling the day, it was aggression ruling the day, and it was, of course, war ruling the day. All those fall under Mars. But then by the afternoon, again, manifestation ruled the day. So this shaken, upset country then would be shaken and upset, and we manifested more upset energies because we had manifestation ruling almost immediately after action. And that's always the case. Right after the action is manifestation. So today you will have an opportunity to manifest. It will be something from the heart if you're watching this show, not gloomy. But before we talk about how to manifest, let's first tame our brain with the phrase of the day. I love and trust all my actions become real. I love and trust all my actions become real. Why do I love and trust all my actions become real? Because at the time of action, we don't want to hesitate. We don't want to hesitate and think to ourselves, is this going to work? We're saying right now in our brain, yes, it is going to work. I love and trust all my actions become real. Therefore, I'm going to be mindful of my actions, right? I'm going to be clear on my action because I love and trust all my actions become real. And this is a good affirmation to make things happen. Now, the serious step of the day is step 19, and that's where I get the phrase. Step 19 is 10, I love and trust, and then 9, my actions. And when we go into a state of being where we love and trust our actions, that's almost like the state of like going into a rain dance. I talk about a rain dance being a ritual. Well, we go into a trance. What is that trance? You surrender and love and trust to your actions. That is when you manifest here on Earth, and that's what we're in essence doing today. The quantum is a 10. When I love and I act, I manifest 10. And 10 is loving and trusting, or loving and holding space for something to come in. So today we are manifesting. By the nature of what we be will come. Now, to prepare yourself, you want to basically surrender to your emotional integrity. What I feel, I act on today according to integrity. So what you feel, act on according to integrity. So I'm feeling this girl over here. I'm going to act on saying hi to her, but I'm going to remain in integrity. That's how you keep it from falling out of place. And integrity is you stay true to your own heart. If your heart's not in it, you don't do it. That's integrity. So today, be prepared to act on what feels right according to your values and integrity. And the moon is in Aries, but the late stages of Aries. So this turns usually into emotionally trying to be stronger or measure up, almost like going to the gym when the moon's in the last, I want to say, decan. Thank you. I was going to say triad, but the last decan of the transit. Usually that last decan is the same as to having to push your emotions, push your strength higher. So somewhere you might feel in your life that you have to push harder today to make it work. Now, looking at the ruling chakras. For starters, when we manifest, we are really working with the second orange chakra. And I've said this before, it's so interesting that orange is ruled by Taurus. It's a singular chakra ruled by Taurus, incidentally. And secondly, it's a blend of what? Root chakra, action, and yellow are thoughts and emotions. That's what yellow is. So thoughts and emotions and action add up to manifestation in color form. It all adds up in the vibrations, and it's cool that way. But the moon in Aries is lighting up the root chakra, so we are very lower chakra based today, and what we becomes very fast because it's very quick for us to act when we have the root chakra highlighted. So whenever we have extra planet there, extra energy in the root, we are randy and we are impatient, FYI. Yesterday I had a fantastic day of Tweet Talk TV. For starters, my friend Kristen Ryder stopped by. She talked about sound healing and shared what she does. Her and I go way back. Plus, we were with Master One Feather, and we got into the discussion of good versus evil. Now, people tell me I get mad in these shows. I'm not angry. I'm just passionate, guys. Didn't anyone show up for speech and debate? So it's fun. Stop on by, see what we talked about, and meet my good sister, Kristen Ryder. She's amazing, and literally we go way back. We'll have to tell our past life stories sometime. Then, to spank or not spank, that was Modern Mommies, and it is now also live on the mothership, so you can catch up on both Tweet Talk shows. Just come on down to tweettalk.tv. You'll find both our chat room and all of our TV series there archived. This is basically us just creating webcam talk show TV, and we only have 2 shows right now. We're going to have Come Together for Philosophy with Circle Wisdom, and we're going to Come Together with Mommies in Modern Mommies. Now, looking at Planet Soup, let's see what God is cooking up in the skies today. It's really a 2-part day, just like 9/11 and 2001. The morning is ruled by action and aggression. So ego, action, and aggression rule the first half of the day. You may even feel some anxiety if you have repressed this energy or not exercised or given it an outlet. Then by the end of the day, we love and trust the actions, and that becomes I manifest. So it does become a lot more calm in the second half of the day, and you feel kind of tied to life. You know, when I manifest rules a day, you can feel almost yourself making waves. You just have to be aware of it. Now, we do have some tension starting for the next few days. Mercury is opposing Uranus, and that is thoughts versus belonging. So literally our mind is fighting ourselves about where things belong, particularly fighting ourselves when it comes to relationships, because Mercury is in Libra. And which of the two should we change or modify? Well, the truth is God goes back and forth with what we should modify, but today it seems our thoughts are the culprit that need changing. Just a couple days ago, the moon was crossing Uranus yesterday, and we had a yod in the Uranus, and the universe was saying, hey, modify your aggressive, where you feel like your male energy belongs or your action belongs. Well, today, now that action is full swing and we're manifesting, the universe is saying just the opposite, I think. It is maybe we should modify our thoughts. So I'll talk about what that means for you in the zodiac weather. Mercury himself is at step 13 in Libra, and if you go way back with me, you know step 13 is an unstable number. This is further evidence that it's our mind that will change today and not our definition of malehood or our definition of strength, which means that if we are taking the correct actions, it's our mind that will feel out of place or weird. So I'll talk again about that. And then lastly, Jupiter is home at step 12. This is a purebred step or a grandmaster step for Jupiter. So if you were a Sagittarius born on step 12 day, you're a grandmaster Sagittarius. You have pure Sagittarius vibration. 1 + 2 = 3, and 3 is the magic number of the multiplier of Jupiter. Now, all that said, Jupiter is at 12 degrees, which means Jupiter is come to a full cycle of Jupiter, and we are now moving into the second major territory of expanding love with Jupiter and Leo. We're going to move into uncharted territory. Frankly, if you are a conscious human being, if you watch a show unconscious, in other words, you're not a child, then you are moving into something you have never been in before in your life. If you're a child, what you're about to see or witness is something you did in a past life. Now this brings us to our Sensei Sunrise. You guys like my new music? Oh. I think it sets the tone. Now for starters, the serious step of the day is 19. So we're going to love and trust our actions, and that's how you go through the day. You love and trust your actions, and we've already decided what our actions will be in most cases. The joyful prep, again, is to open up to what feels right and be ready to act on what feels right. And that is within integrity, 11, because 2 + 9 adds up to 11. And so what does this boil down to today? It boils down to what I call the law of light casting, which is what you be is what comes. What you be today really is what will come. First, you'll see evidence of it in about 40 days, the actual sprouts. And in 6 months, you'll see it fully fulfilled. That's about the timeline of what you be is what comes. On these particular manifestation days, step 19 day, or step 28 day, that's the next one that turns into manifestation, what we be really does make a lot come to us, change. So a lot of times you find, because manifestation comes right after action or whatever, that a lot of what we are being at the time of the manifestation, what we are actually being, is defensive or reactive, or we are still being freaked out from yesterday when there was full Mars, or still being freaked out from 9/11. So a lot of times, because we have just acted, when we move into the manifestation energy, we end up being something that we don't really want to come. So with my clients and those who are subscribing to Sirius Joy and Artificial Intuition and the ones I coach all the time, I always send out messages that say, hey, clear your spiritual palette today. And really be conscious of what you are being each moment. Because if your whole life is going to hell, you can literally just not fake it, but be today what you want to come tomorrow. And you'll see in this magical 24-hour window of step 19 that indeed you see a response from the universe. One last note I will say, and that is, what you be to yourself is what comes also. So today, be loving, be nice, be patient, be forgiving, be wonderful to yourself, and see if you don't wake up tomorrow feeling wonderful. Ponder that, and I'll be right back. And it's time for our commercial part of the show, Soulmart, which is where we kind of coagulate all of our sales. And we are, by the way, looking for other people to put products in here that I can advertise besides my own. It'd be more interesting. The Megascope Monthlies are coming out soon. I will let you know when they are done. They are deep. They are good. They are 6 weeks and they're as far as what they cover, and they will get you through the next cycle. So thanks for hanging in there. They do take a long time. My final class, The Art of Reading People, will be September 17th. I just wrapped a fabulous class yesterday, so it's going to be good. I have some good news coming up there. And if you need any help with any Soulmart product, or you want to sell your products or services at Soulmart, email us at help@soulmart.me. If you want to shop around at our great psychics and intuitives, that's also at soulmart.me. But before you go shopping, let's take a look at the moods of each of your brothers and sisters out there. And as always, we'll start with the Scorpios, the step zeros. Scorpios are sunny and hyper aware today. Now, here's the thing. Remember I said Mercury versus Uranus. Well, I think you need to think different about faith right now. Just yesterday I said respond differently to your reality, but today the universe says think differently about faith. Redefine it. Go higher. Step 1 is the Leos, sunny and passionate today, particularly for their life purpose. It's time to think different about everything, Your Majesty, versus your theories on things. Quit with the theory, just change the thinking, says the universe. Step 2 is the Cancers, sunny and driven today. The crabs will be crawling all over the place. It's time to think different about your feelings versus trying to control things. So think differently about the way you feel today through tomorrow. Step 3 is the Sagittarius, is sunny and super creative. Time to think different about society versus your heart. So it's not that your heart's wrong, it's that the way you think about society is what the universe is saying today with that Mercury. Step 4 is the Aquarius, is sunny and mindful. I think they're super sharp today. Think different about the meaning of things versus this idea versus that idea. All right? So literally, you need a new theory. You need a new approach, a whole new concept instead of particular details or particular fights. Step 5, the Geminis, sunny and super popular today. Time to think different about love instead of thinking about whether or not someone's out there. Think different about what love is instead of is someone out there. Step 6, the Librans, sunny with a chance of rendi today. Think different about strength instead of thinking different about who you are in relationships. So it's not about who you are in that relationship. It's whether or not you're being strong for yourself. That's what Mercury is saying. Step 7, the Pisces, sunny and productive today. Think different about where your limits are instead of worrying about the money. So think different about spending, think different about numbers, and think different about the scope versus do I have enough? Think different about where the lines are. Step 8, the Capricorns. Sunny, nesting, and resting today. Think different about career and future instead of how you feel right now. Maybe you need to rethink career future. Think different about career and future, not how you feel. How you feel is probably legitimate. Oops. Sorry about that. Step 9 is the Aries. Sunny and cool with the moon in their sign for one more day. Time to think different about yourself in relationships versus who you are, what your character is. So you just responded differently to character yesterday. Now hold that character and think different about how it moves in the relationships. Taurus, cloudy and spiritual one more day. Time to think different about the way you live moment to moment, Taurus, versus having faith that things will go on. So no more praying to God, get down to the details and think different about actual reality. Then the Virgos, sunny and private. You need to think differently about what you value and don't value versus what you will or won't do. So think about what your values are and why they are that value. Not, I will do this or I will not do that. What's the theory? What's the value behind that, says the universe? And that's the Virgins. Now, here on the Lightworker Parade, ding dong, we've got the Sirius Step of the Day, Step 19. Be sure to watch here in the parade. People are watching the whole parade and enjoying it. It's really a good daily dose, and Step 19 will show you at least one time how all this manifestation works. On Venus Prime Health this week, we have Jumpstarting Your Health, and believe it or not, organic chocolate is number 3. Just released this mini webisode where Damon talks about how and why organic chocolate will help you. I know every woman's going to want that. And we've got how do you pronounce this? I cannot do it. Cystis, thank you. I had written it down. Cystis. Sadiqa Salter is teaching us about cystis. It's just spelled so weird. But apparently cystis is a plant kingdom plant that will bring you straight into your heart if you're having a hard time staying in your heart. Don't forget, you can also contact us. We'd like to work with you or promote what you're doing in the light. Just come to soulgarden.tv and click on the Contact Us space. If you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and subscribe to us. And you can be our friend on Facebook, where we post a lot of things to the day and some other activities. And of course, soulgarden.tv is where you want to share to all your friends. This is where we live and where we archive all of our shows. Now, Soul Nirvana, I do believe, and I talked about this yesterday in the Circle of Wisdom, we talked about music and we talked about the power of healing, and that's why I'm trying to give you a little bit song to think of every day, something that pulls you in. And today I'm bringing you into One Republic, Secrets. You ever hear this song? It's really awesome. It has like a cello opening. I used to be a violist when I was a kid, so I love hearing some classical music. And anyways, it talks about the secrets that come out, that we need another story. And that might be the truth today. What you be is what comes. Let out the truth. Maybe there is a secret that needs to come forward. And that is what will make life interesting. My friend, I will see you in 24 hours. Thank you so much for logging in. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.
Who cares?
So